자, 여러분 안녕하세요. 엄군입니다. MLB 더 쇼 20 최동원 키우기 가보겠습니다. 최동원 20 시즌 시작했고요. 일단 블루제이스가 시작이 좋아요. 5승 1패로 동부에서 보스턴이 1등이고 블루제이스가 2등입니다. 그리고 뭐 최동원이야 에이스기 때문에 두 경기 나와서 2승 1승 다들 뭐 잘해주고 있는 것 같아요. 보루키도 그렇고, 그 다음에 류현진 같은 경우에는 지금 트리플 A 선발진으로 있습니다.
Elite players become so by continuing to look for ways to.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League
보스턴과의
Baseball.
와 토론토 9승 1패. 예, 지금 알동 1등입니다. 이번에 가을 야구 가나요? 최동원은 뭐 에이스기 때문에 단독 컷으로 잡히죠. 보스턴 잡으면 이제 알동 1위로 계속 치고 나갈 수가 있기 때문에 두 게임 나와서 2승 방어율 3.75 좋습니다. 우리 최동원.
Young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. And we are set for baseball here this evening. And he fouls this one off.
First pitch, 7:07.
0-2 the count to Benintendi. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Now another 0-2.
그렇지. 이거 이루수.
Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. So the base is empty here with one away, and that brings up the third baseman Rafael Devers. Good take there to lay off the high fastball. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Gurriel will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the dangerous bat of J.D. Martinez. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
오,
중견수. behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning.
테오스카 에르난데즈네요. 타선 지원 없었고요.
Second inning set to go, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. In there at the knees, strike one. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
0-2
count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
That's off the end of the bat foul, and he might have been fortunate to stay alive that time.
Great job right there. Scrambling a nasty breaking ball off the plate.
Another 0-2 home.
커트를 되게 잘하네.
Swing and a ball hit high, but not very far out toward right center. There to play it is Grichuk, and that's the first out. So here's Michael Chavis now, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season.
Ball one, no strike.
Ball one.
Davis.
Hey, we got one here.
That's by him for strike
조심.
one.
Ball one strike.
All right, here we go now.
Hit out towards second, right to him. And there are
아,
two away
완벽하다.
now. So bases are empty here with two gone, and from the on-deck circle into the batter's box comes Christian Vasquez. Strike one to start the at-bat. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Fastball hit on the ground
나이스.
is short.
유격수 정면이었죠?
Bichette gathers it in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Down in order.
하하.
All set for the start of the inning, and up next the utility man Wilmer Flores.
Wilmer.
And he takes a pitch
야,
that's ruled a strike at the knees.
사이드에
Pretty
그냥
liberal strike
탁
zone there. It's
꽂히네요.
0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in two count, and the pitch. Liner toward right
나이스. 이거
center.
우익수.
But this
그렇지.
will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out. So striding forward now, Bobby Dahlbeck, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he gets ahead 0-1. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Breaking ball
안
below
나오네.
the zone. That's ball one.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was
그렇지.
my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always hitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
Stepping
키케
into the
헤르난데즈네요.
box, Kike Hernandez. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. 0-1 the count. Red Sox still looking for their first hit here. And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and two
야,
strikes.
근데 헤르난데즈가 9번 타자야?
Hernandez behind the ball and
본
two
거 아닌가?
strikes. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Here's another 1-2.
몸쪽 하나 꽂아야지.
High in the
그렇지.
air out to center field. Waiting on it is Hernandez.
Got it.
No trouble with this
좋아요.
one, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
아,
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting
안타
in
하나를
Ruben
못
Benintendi.
치네.
Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings
오.
with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Strike 2. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this
그렇지.
continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
The third baseman. Rafael.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Rafael Devers is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Skied into very
먹혔죠?
shallow right. He'll take this in without much trouble, and 2 are gone here to start the 4th. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and into bat next, one of the best run producers in the land, J.D. Martinez. Grounder hit hard down the first
저거를
baseline.
또 저렇게 치네.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. No runs, no hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And it's fouled away. Liner towards second.
그렇지.
This will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. Can't start any better than this. He's set down the first 12.
오, 그렇지. 야, 한 점 냈다. 3루타 희생 플라이 좋아.
All ready to go in the top of the fifth. And that'll bring forth the slugging shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
And
깨지네
there's the
또.
first hit of the game
잘
for the
막고
Red
있었는데
Sox.
안타가
And that's
나오네요.
hitting 101 right there, guys. The only way you're
코스가
able to
좋았네.
execute that type of base hit on that type of pitch is to recognize it early, stay tall, stay back, and trust the process.
He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Nope, that's the ball.
2-0.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Hey, he's had great command all
그렇지.
day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Hit hard towards center.
와,
In there, a base hit. Oh,
위기인데.
the throw back in is a wild one.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Christian Vasquez is in for the second time here as he looks at a ball high, 1-0. Lofted
그렇지.
in the air out toward right center. Here comes the right fielder, and he
좋고요.
tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. So striding in, Wilmer Flores, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. 2 balls and no strikes.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
잡아라.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Gurriel
오,
is there,
다행이다.
and he makes the
오,
catch
3루를
for
안
the
뛰었어. 오, 살짝 위험했네.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Bobby Dahlbeck. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. No balls and 1 strike. Comes set, the 0-1.
Ball, that's out.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
그렇지.
1-2 as he chases the slider. And he
그렇지.
struck him out.
오, 대단합니다,
Boston
최동원.
strands a couple. They still trail 1-0. Striding in once again, Kike Hernandez. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Hernandez.
Here's the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Pitch on the way. Popped him up.
나이스 떴죠?
Biggio is under it. 1 away. Digging in to try it again, Andrew Benintendi. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
좋고요.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's
오,
been a big
위험했다.
factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
And quickly 2 are gone now here in the visitors' half of the 6th. Rafael Devers the next to bat. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Now here's the pitch. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff
그렇지.
0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
오,
And he is
다행이다.
called out at
야,
first on a
일루스
close
잘했다.
play as he just does get to the bag first and the side is retired.
아, 내가
Sox
콩을
go down
가졌어야
1,
되는데.
2, 3. It remains 1-0. Here's J.D. Martinez. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
한 번 더.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the back door a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Xander Bogaerts stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes for Bogaerts. And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time is looked at, and the count moves full.
That pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more apt to expand the strike zone, but he did held off on that one. That wasn't even close.
Under this one is Grichuk, and there are 2 away now. Here's the first pitch to him.
The second baseman,
Hit on the ground out to short.
그렇지.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox.
야, 에이스답습니다. 최동원 7회까지 무실점이죠. 네. 아, 거기서 점수를 냈어야지.
New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Christian Vasquez.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls
아,
And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far. So it's a leadoff base hit to start the Red Sox half of the inning.
You can't ask for anything more than getting the leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Counts even at 1-1 to Wilmer Flores. Vasquez gets his lead at first. Nobody out.
그렇지.
Grounded
야, 이거.
back up the middle. To second for 1. On to
오,
first.
좋아.
The very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
와, 아슬아슬했다.
First offering on its way.
the first baseman, Bobby Dalbec.
No runs, 3 hits, and 1 error on the Boston line score. That evens it up 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Little too much bite on the slider that time, taken outside.
Hey, doubled up on breaking balls there outside. Now might be the time to bust that fastball in.
나이스.
Got him. And that's
야.
the 3rd time we've written a K
완벽해요,
next to his
완벽해.
name in this one. No runs
한
on a
해만
hit,
더
no
버티면
errors, and no one left.
3승 되는
Home
겁니다.
half of the 8th, straight ahead. The Jays are out in front, 1-0.
그렇지. 최동원. 야, 진짜 토론토 1선발 같습니다. 야, 토론토 계속 이기고 있어. 이거 가을 야구 가겠는데요, 진짜 이번 시즌.
Eric Skoglund to settle with a loss after giving up only one earned. Tim Mesa wraps it up for the save, his 6th. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan, please. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon.
12승
Between
3패
the Toronto
토론토
Blue Jays
블루제이스 아주
and the Los
좋습니다.
Angeles Angels of Anaheim. It's Angels baseball, and it's coming up.
쇼헤이 오타니랑
The
승부하네.
right-hander from Japan will get the starting
세
assignment
게임
in this
나서
one.
1승 1패,
Dan Plesac, what's the
4.42
word
그렇게
on
좋진
him?
않네요.
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number.
He's out. Full force. Take your base.
So now to the plate will be Andrelton Simmons. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Andrelton
Here's the pitch.
Simmons.
Ball one.
Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon. They came up a little short last time out, but they've still been one of the hotter teams around, winning 8 of their last 10 ball games.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This
그렇지.
team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first
The
pitch.
second baseman,
Luis Renfroe comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
나이스.
Hey, you know, Dero, Rusty Valentine, he's known for
와,
having a high
캐번
and low
비지오.
strike zone, but
저걸
he's pretty
스티븐
good east
던지나
and west.
했는데
You better
어쨌든
keep it
그래도
on the
아웃시키네요.
corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone without question.
Ah,
You know he's
뜨거워.
going to elevate it
조심해야죠.
north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with that.
Shoots this one
나이스.
over first. Scooped up.
오, 텔레즈.
And he'll step on the bag
좋다.
himself, and the inning is over. Angels are gone in order. We are still.
좋아, 얘들아. 아,
Bottom of the inning now, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Matt Thaiss.
the first baseman,
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he
Nice.
couldn't get on top of it as this has popped up behind shortstop. Therefore, it is Guerrero, and that's the first out. Striding forward, Joe Adele, and he's a guy that's really scuffling at the
the
plate right
designated
now.
hitter, Joe.
Here's a first
Ah,
pitch slider
저거
that just tails out of the
안
zone. It's
잡아주네.
ball one. A ball and a strike now.
One out now.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And here's a
그렇지.
pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that
Aha.
front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Here now the 2-2. Hit softly down the line at first. Hit out towards second.
이루수. 그렇지.
And
Nice.
an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Now to the plate, number 74. He also had 3 hits in the win last night. In there, no balls and a strike.
Joe.
Behind 0-2 now. Bottom of the second here with no score. Hit hard on the ground towards second.
오,
Fielded
비지오.
cleanly. Off balance throw gets him. Nice
예,
play there as the
깔끔합니다.
side is retired. Angels go down.
더블 플레이라니.
And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Hit out
그렇지.
towards second. Reined in. And the
야,
throw first is
이번에
in
9회까지
time,
던질
one
수
gone.
있겠는데? 이 페이스면.
So there's the first out here in the Angels'
어?
third.
브랜든
And into
듀리가
bat
여기
next,
와 있네?
it'll be Brandon Drury. In there for strike one.
0-1's the count.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with
그렇지.
yet
3구
another?
Hey,
3진.
that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
He froze him on the breaking ball that time. Brandon Drury becomes out number 2 this inning. David Fletcher is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one. And he fouls this one off. Angels still looking for hit number 1 in the ballgame. Lifted
나이스.
into the air out
먹혔어요.
towards center field. Waiting on it is Almora. And that ends the inning. Striding in, Andrelton Simmons. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for
오,
you. Are you
야,
happy with
장타다.
that, Dan?
I think this continues for a
아하.
while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes,
승부까지는 안
having
됐지.
good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one
어,
of those
슬라이드 잘
low-scoring
던지고
affairs.
있었는데.
That's what happens when a slider doesn't do what you want it to do. That was just one of those cement mixers, kind of just spinning but doing nothing. Nice job of punishing that pitch and picking up 2 bags on 1 swing.
Fastball called for strike 2.
그렇지.
Ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And the throw is
아웃
there to
카운트
record
중요한
the
거 하나
first out.
잡았고요.
So a runner aboard at second here with
트라우시네.
1 away. And that brings up Mike Trout. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And another foul ball. Again, a 1-2. And
그렇지.
slider
오,
in there for a
실투였는데.
called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Now it's 2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Fouled off. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring
위험했다.
position and count leverage in your favor.
Simmons at second with 2 down. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking
나이스.
ball, and the hitter
오,
just fouls that
잡아라.
one off.
On the run is
아, 이번엔 좀
Almora.
투수 많았네.
He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So no runs here on it.
아, 점수 좀 내자 얘들아.
Ready now, Joe Adele. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last
앞
time.
경기에서 많이
This game is
던졌어가지고
rolling right along as we move
지금
into the
체력이
middle
얼마
innings.
없어요.
With no score, you'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
Slider, and that's in there for strike 2. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1 and 2.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive
그렇지.
off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Joe
최동원
is
진짜
dealt with for the first
이제
out
선발
in the
투수로서
bottom of the
완성이
inning.
됐는데
Number 74 stands in as he looks at a called strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Here we go, guys.
No runs, just one hit, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Runs up and gets this one down,
파울.
but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Sent on the
그렇지.
ground out to second, and there are 2 away now.
명품 슬라이드다.
Now at the plate, Kevin Plawecki. 50th pitch of the game on its way.
Kevin.
No, that's down.
Plawecki.
Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but a foul ball. 1-1. The pitch. Ground ball right side. He's got it.
오,
And
그렇지.
he'll
오,
step on the
텔레즈
bag himself,
잽싸.
and the inning is over. Angels are gone in order.
아, 얘들아 좀 오탄이 좀
Ready to go
이기자.
for the last half of the inning, and standing in is the veteran outfielder Brandon Drury,
Brandon Drury.
and it's fouled away.
Plays up first now.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Drury is a very well-regarded defensive outfielder. Used to be that fielders were evaluated mostly by the eyeball test and simple stats like fielding percentage, but of course these days there are many more advanced ways that help determine a guy's work in the field, and in his case he shines in many ways.
You know, Matty, for me, I think he does pass the eyeball test. I know you have to look at all the numbers and the analytics to really appreciate a ball player like this.
그렇지.
But man, does he come to work every day and play hard.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Pitch on the way.
The third baseman, David.
Oh, look out.
Oh.
Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
야, 이건 운적으로 받쳐주는 거야.
So stepping in, Andrelton Simmons. He doubled his last time through.
Andrelton
In there, and it's 0-1.
Simmons.
No runs, just
그렇다고
one hit,
슬라이더
and
너무
no errors to this
남발하면
point
안
for the
되지.
Angels. Behind 0-2 now.
결정구는
Angels shortstop behind in the count at a ball and 2
결정구로
strikes.
썼는데
Two down now.
한 번 더.
Hit
Oh.
back up the middle.
아,
And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
비셰트가 한 번
We
딱
take a look at the
뛰어봤는데
numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Luis Renfroe stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. Fielded
그렇지.
cleanly, and he'll
Nice.
step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left.
아, 거기서 하나만 더 쳐주지.
And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. The 1-1 home.
That's ball 2. The count is 2-1.
트라우만 조심하면 되는데.
2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Matt Theis. He flew out in his last at-bat. 1-0 the count. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
A little too tall that
아하.
time. 3-1 now.
Got to find a way to get back in the zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks,
오.
but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a two-run home.
And he
야,
misses with it.
저거 안 나와?
Ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now. Here's the first pitch to him. Joe Adele is in for the third time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1.
Well, the Angels have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
Just a touch outside. 1-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great
그렇지.
pitch to
야,
try
이거
and see
진짜
if you can
잡아라.
get him to fish outside the zone. He's
나이스.
still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
From the
Now
stretch.
batting, right fielder.
Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? There's
Ah.
one, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the one out. Striding in once again, Kevin
Now
Plawecki,
batting.
and their runners at the corners
Kevin.
now. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Pulls this one in the air
오,
out to left.
다행이다. 최동원 좋아요.
Gurriel is there now to put this one away for the third out as they'll strand that potential go-ahead run at third base. A couple of walks, but no damage. More from the show.
오, 그렇지. 야, 2점 좋다.
Brandon Drury will bat next. And he's likely
야,
just trying to
얘네가
put one
또
in play
팔에
here.
또
0
해주네.
for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far.
투아웃이어서 그냥 끝나는 줄 알았는데 거기서 또 2루타로 2점을 내주네요.
Hit hard to the right, but foul.
That's a foul ball.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
This guy uses that two-seamer to set
Oh.
up his other pitches. Two-seamer in, breaking ball away.
He
그렇지.
struck him out the
오.
third time he's fanned in the game.
Classic slider down
여섯
and away
개째.
for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million
야,
times already.
기가 막혔다,
That's just a
최동원.
real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Into the box now, David Fletcher. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike. The 1-1.
Nope.
1 out, nobody on.
Ball.
3-1 now. Waiting next is Andrelton Simmons.
아, 이제 체력
Line
없는데.
drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Number 9 batter comes through that time as it'll now be up to the top of the order with one away.
여기서
Well,
바꾸네.
fastball count, their yielded fastball mark.
Yeah, you drive to the ballpark.
앤서니
praying to
베스.
get in
아,
one
제발.
3-1 count a night.
He's out.
오,
You're out.
한 점 더? 오, 텔레지가 3런.
Three. He's out.
야, 최동원 4승 성공.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road,
야,
especially in this
토론토가
ballpark, so they're
달라졌네.
very
진짜
happy
가을야구
with this win.
가겠는데요?
5-0 the final score today. The Blue Jays came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Choi with his 4th win this season. Shohei Ohtani is settled with the loss after.
지금 이제 알동 선두죠. 2게임 반차, 양키스 4게임 반차. 템파베이 레이스도 5게임 반차. 뭐 볼티모어는 매년 같네요. 자, 최동원 2022 시즌 4승 성공했고요. 토론토도 계속 1등 유지하고 있습니다. 이번 시즌 기대해도 좋을 것 같습니다. 가을 야구 진출할 수 있을 것 같은데요. 예. 지금 2022 시즌 하고 있는 게 이정우랑 최동원인데 둘 다 가을 야구 갈 수 있었으면 좋겠네요. 자, 일단 오늘 방송 여기까지 하도록 하겠습니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다.